now the hosts of our show, Regis and Kathie Lee.
Busy day. Busy day.
Visiting with the audience. I know. I was, too. I was talking to Welch and Woody. Welch and Woody. Welch and Woody. Whatever their names are.
I like Welch and Woody myself. That's great.
That's funny.
Which one, Woody?
All right. Now, listen. A lot of people are looking forward to meeting this fella. They wondered, what happened to him since he left one of the most popular series of all time. As a matter of fact, it is still on the air now in reruns.
So it seems like he's never left.
That's right, and will be forever. The only thing that's different is the way he looks now as opposed to the way he looked then. Of course, we're talking about the Brady Bunch, and he was Greg on the Brady Bunch, and now, if you're wondering, he's on Broadway in a show called Romance. That's what he looked like. Is what it looks like right now. Here's Barry Williams.
When the sun has set and the world's in silhouette, people get romantic notions. On a summer night, sharing drinks by candlelight, we invite romantic notions. Often when I reach the end of the day, I dream of the way life could be. Gazing at the stars, I leave all my cares, my earthly affairs behind. Dreams don't all come true. Look at me, look at you. Still I can't deny, dreams help get me by. Leave me my romantic notions. Let your vision soar. That's what dreams are for. Cherish your romantic notion. Cherish your romantic notion.
Barry. Thank you very much. What were you doing?
Yeah.
It was on? No, it was on. Okay, yeah. I worry about that, too. But you sounded great.
Thank you. If I can, I'd just like to take a second to thank our composer for being here, Keith Herman.
Oh, Keith wrote the score.
He wrote a beautiful score.
Yeah, for writing the show.
Romance. Big hit on Broadway. Has been there nearly a year now, right?
I am thrilled to be a part of it, too.
It's a wonderful
Opened
show.
in May, and I've been with it since October. And just having the time of my life here.
Well, we took a quick look at you at the way you looked.
Did you?
Yeah, shall we just do that one more time, because it's always fascinating. Now, there he was, happy-go-lucky little Greg from the Brady Bunch.
A little like Howdy Doody there, Greg.
Yeah, he looked a little bit like Welch with hair, you know what I mean? And now he's become Barry Williams.
Gorgeous leading man, yes.
That show was on 5 years?
5 years.
5 years.
In its first incarnation. And then we did a variety show. We wore jumpsuits and hopped around and sang songs. And then the Brady Brides got married. And
oh, my gosh, yeah.
And now we've got a Christmas special coming up.
It was during your teen years when it started, right?
14 to 20.
Wow.
So that whole period of time. you go through all those awkward stages of growing up and having pictures like that, and some that are much less flattering that are still around.
And now you have to watch it in syndication heaven for the rest of your life,
yes,
right?
they'll be around.
The funny thing is that today, Florence Henderson looks younger than the kids. You know what I mean?
She does look great. But I tell you, it's fun for me now because I go on this show. I can hear in Romance, when we first come out, Allison Fraser and I come out,
She's
and
wonderful.
you can hear she's very talented. And when we come out, I can hear in the audience, oh, that's great. The one with the mustache. That's him. That's right. He's
You
grown
look
up.
so different.
Because I have mothers coming with their daughters now that are 14 years old, and they both grew up with the show.
Yeah, that's
And you
right.
don't
It's fun.
mind that, do you? You like that?
Not anymore.
Well, when it finally came to an end for you, was it a tough transition to go on with your show business career?
Well, not if you
kind of like an awkward stage.
Not
weren't
if you don't mind starting over again completely, because that was kind of what it was like. We finished the show, and I thought, okay, it'll never stop. We'll just keep moving forward, and that really isn't the case at all.
Were you typecast after that?
As a teenager, and that's tough when you're 28 years old.
So what'd you do?
Well,
You were 28 years old?
well, no, but I was 20 when we stopped.
Yeah.
But I was still being typecast as a teenager.
Gotcha.
8 years later.
Yeah.
I discovered theater, and I started doing musical comedies all over the country, every regional, repertory, stock production I could get my hands on.
Great experience.
And paid some dues and traveled this country and learned it pretty well, kind of with my sights set here eventually, and I'm real happy.
Isn't that great? First time on Broadway.
Yeah, well, this is my first extended run. I came here in '77 with Pippin for a very short time.
Well, good for you, Barry. That's
Thanks.
great.
It's great to be in a hit.
You bet it is.
Yeah.
You
Now,
bet it
are you having yet one more Brady Bunch reunion?
Yeah,
Now
Christmas.
listen to this. A very Brady Christmas.
Can I tell you, my niece Shanny, it's her all-time favorite show.
Yeah.
I mean, she loves Alf, she loves all those other shows, but this show...
Frank watches it every day, too, doesn't he? When he's not pulling up trees.
Yes, he does. She loves this show, and so it's going to get a huge rating, I'm sure.
I hope so. A year ago, if someone had asked me if we would do another show, I said, well, I don't know what they would call it. Something like, we've done so many incarnations, I thought it would be like Return from Beneath the Planet of the Brady Bunch. But another network made a very big commitment to it, and it's a 2-hour movie, so we have a chance to really kind of stretch our wings a little bit and tell our story. And it was fun getting together with everyone, especially now, because we're in our own lives, we're friends as adults. And getting back into our roles was kind of like
bet it was.
deja vu.
Yeah.
Well, let's take a look at a clip now from a very Brady Christmas. All the kids are arriving home now at Mom and Dad's house for the holidays. Okay, here we go.
Oh, you guys are so big. My goodness.
Is this still the Brady's?
How much you weigh?
Hi,
guys.
Well, Mary, good to see you. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Hi, Cindy.
How did you get to be so tall?
You're a doctor. You know growth is a natural process.
Hey, you changed your hair. No curls.
Greg, I haven't worn curls for 12 years.
All the Bradys coming in from all over the world, hugging and kissing and celebrating Christmas. Now, that wasn't the real Cindy, was it? I mean, the original Cindy?
That's not the original Cindy. As life would have it, she was down in Jamaica getting married. And she'd had plans for a long time and was unable to change them during the time of our filming, so...
Are you sure that was the reason, or was there a feud between you and her?
We could get it.
I'm
we could
sorry,
get it
there is
started
such a
right here.
thing.
Do you think it would help the ratings? We could come up with a great story.
Well, now, is that the
She
real
really
reason?
was down
She
there,
was in
yes.
Jamaica getting married.
Getting married
Wasn't
and
because of
honeymooning.
Any past feuding or fighting that went on?
No. In fact,
No controversy in the Brady Bunch.
Jennifer Runyon, who we just saw, is a lovely actress, but I do miss having Susan Olsen there.
Susan was terrific, wasn't she? And as a little surprise to you, we have a little reunion right here.
Oh,
Here's
yeah.
Susan Olsen. Yeah, from the Brady Bunch. Your sister Cindy.
Don't make me a liar.
Hi, Susan. How are you? Nice to see you. We're going to come right back, and we're going to talk to Susan about that very Brady Christmas in just a moment, okay? Hey, it's like a Brady reunion around here. Barry Williams now joined by Susan Olsen. Take a look at Susan's shoes and take a look at her shoes and tell me she's still not on the Brady Bunch. Look.
She designed those, Reed. She's a very talented artist.
Are you a designer now, Susan?
Yes, yes. And these glow in the dark.
Do they really?
Yes,
so they're good to jog at night in.
Okay, yeah, that's good. Any reason at all you want to buy them is fine with me.
Yeah.
And I have a little gift for you guys. I mean, life would not be
I told you it
complete
wouldn't be bad.
without
Now you have,
your own pair.
you have a company with your husband, right?
Yes, yes. It's called Man in Space.
Thank
Now, Barry,
you.
I'm so sorry. I feel so awful. I didn't
Size
know
8
you-
and a half?
That's okay.
Size 8 and a half?
Uh-huh.
No, I take 10 and a half.
What?
No, these are a little big, but thank you very
And
much.
mine are a little small.
I know you wear them everywhere,
What do I
right?
get, the kangaroo stripe here? What is
I
that?
got a zebra. I love them. That's
Yeah.
great.
And you can find them in the dark. And Barry, yours are coming to you. I know you
promise.
had a birthday, but I
promise.
didn't know your shoe size.
Okay, well then you can come and see the show.
Susan became a shoe hustler. Look, if you're wondering what happened to Susan.
She and her husband have this company.
I know, I heard you just
Right?
said that.
Right.
What's the name of your company?
Man in Space.
What has that got to do with shoes, the sneakers? You mean you jump so high because you wear them?
Okay, that's good. That's good. Actually, it's after a 1960s science fiction film that we both liked a whole lot.
Uh-huh.
And we said, well, that's a weird name and nobody will forget it. And they don't, try as they might.
Now, let me ask you something. Do you feel a little bad that you were left out of a very Brady Christmas?
Well, yeah, a bit. It seemed very strange that the whole family was going to get together
Yeah.
and I wasn't going to be there.
Fortunately, you had that wedding date set and you couldn't change it, right?
Yeah, right.
Well, what's one special compared to your life?
That's true. That's true. But we did manage to get together one night after you guys were finished filming, and we gathered together at a restaurant and drank margaritas, if you can believe that, from the Brady Bunch.
The Brady Bunch kids drinking margaritas?
Yeah.
Excuse me?
There is life after the Brady Bunch.
Let me ask you
I
something.
know.
When all of you kids were together, there were 3 guys and 3 girls, right? Anybody ever have any inter-office romances?
How much time have we got?
Oh, no kidding. Really? That went on?
Did. Oh, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
We were the only people we knew as teenagers
Right,
and
we
growing
didn't have
up.
anybody else to date.
And not a bad-looking family.
A good-looking family. You and Susan ever shared a margarita?
He never found the other.
Honestly. Well, there they all are. Can you?
Oh, wow.
My gosh, it doesn't even look like them, does it? What? Look how tiny. Is that you in the way in the back with the red?
Yep.
14.
That's Barry in the middle.
This is budding love.
Oh, boy. What a great thing.
That was fun.
Well,
It
there'll
really
be
was
other
fun.
specials, obviously, Susan, that you'll be a part of. I mean, this is going to go on and on and on ad infinitum, it seems.
Probably. I think that my grandchildren will be watching the show in syndication.
You guys still get $1 or $2 from the syndication?
We make most of our money from the new shows.
Oh, yeah.
I make my money off of shoes.
Yeah, we heard, Susan. We heard. The shoe hustler is here.
I'm so glad you're here because the question I get most asked about the Brady Bunch is Susan Olsen alive? Because there are so many rumors
That's
about
right.
a truck or this or that. And now, with you not being on that show, you rascal, I'm going to be answering that question
Yeah.
for another 10 years. But
Well, I
this
have
is
to
this is
answer it.
really
I'm
her,
not
right here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's funny how those
Isn't it
rumors
great?
get started, and they have a life of their own. and
Yeah,
all this
they
stuff.
do. They started when I was very young. First it was the bus accident rumor, and then when Buffy from Family Affair
Yeah.
overdosed, then everybody thought that was me, and now everybody's going to think I'm either dead or at the Betty Ford Clinic.
The other 2 kids?
I'm not.
The other 4 kids, they're doing well, too?
Everybody's doing really well. Well, you'll
Everybody
see.
turned out really well.
Well, you were raised right.
Yes, you had a good mom and dad.
There's not a rotten one in the bunch, so to speak.
And you're all still friends. That's nice. Well, you got to go see him in Romance. Romance is a
Yes, I'd
fabulous
love
show.
to. Love to, Barry.
You got it. You got it. Come as my guest.
Almost like brother and sister, aren't they?
You know, they really are.
Well,
We
Robert
are,
Reed
we are.
came to my opening night. He was here in town and
he
came and
did.
saw the show.
You still think of him as dad?
Yes.
So do I.
We'll be sure and tell him.
Yeah.
You'll love that.
And give Mom Florence our love,
Yeah.
too.
I sure will.
Anyway, it's nice to have you both on our show, and
great
thank
to
you for
be
the
here.
series and the series. Barry, good luck. And romance. Susan, a very Brady Christmas to you.
Yes.
We'll be back with Billy Barney and the Little People in a moment.